game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
53, line 53.
Now Rosen. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
That's what I do.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Mahomes. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Now here's Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense. Defense here on the road early, they got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Rosen on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Drake. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Now a draw play with Drake. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Second and 5 now. Rosen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he hits Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On 1st down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Rosen. That's complete right around the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On first and goal, Drake. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second down and goal. Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Well, Charles, taking a step back for a second, let's look at the undefeated teams still left in the NFL. We got New England, KC, they're 4-0, and then San Fran, they were open last week. They didn't have a game, so they're still at 3-0. We only have 3 teams left.
And they had the easiest path, not just because they had the open week, but how about New England getting challenged by Buffalo? Yes, they were on the road, but you don't often think of Buffalo as a team to really press New England. They did. And Kansas City, they got a heck of a test in Detroit. Had to score with 20 seconds left on the clock to win that game. So both of them remained undefeated, but not without struggles.
That's the interesting thing about Buffalo. I think we learned more about them in their 1 loss this year than we have in their 3 victories.
I think we would say the same thing about Kansas City because of how they got pressed, but we'd also say the same thing about Detroit, how they played Kansas City in that game.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's Rosen to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range. Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, taken down at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Single. 15's mine. I got 15. 15's mine. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Easy.
So that'll back him up 5.
Here we go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes going to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do it.
They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Rosen will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Yellow. Watch out.
The Chiefs
Tight
take
end
over
right.
first down 10
Hey,
at the 25-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's McCoy. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Tighten down. There you go.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Rosen completes it to the tight end, Smythe. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Rosen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Next to score, Chiefs 25, Dolphins 14.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fight on these two. Hey, 43, 15.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got double up.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Attack!
Mahomes now to throw. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Take 4.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And McCoy loses the football. And the Dolphins have got it.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go.
And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 4th down. Here's Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashad Greenland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.